3, 2.
All right, you guys, guess what? Today is Thursday. Woo-woo! It's Thursday of Driver Appreciation Week, and we're calling it Throwback Thursday. Is that right, Tina?
Yeah, TBT.
Why?
Well, we are actually turning 55 this year. I don't know if you knew that or not. 55. Swift is turning 55. We're doing a little throwback 55. This time. So, yeah, excited about that. 55 years.
That's pretty incredible.
That's pretty incredible.
Back in 1966, October of 1966, a young Jerry Moyes founded Swift Transportation with his dad, Carl Moyes.
That's right.
Yes. I wanted to let you know all the history. Thank you.
That's the end of your history.
Wait, hold on. You know what? For everybody who's watching out there, I kind of want to throw this out. If you know what Swift was called before we were Swift Transportation, throw it in the chat. Let us know.
Yeah, we want to see if you know.
Let's test your knowledge.
I know, but I'm not going to say what, though. But
yeah, look at everything going on in the tent, you guys.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on.
We are still going strong with driver appreciation.
So, it is, we are at 55 years, and why are you pointing? It's just trying to give me cues, and I don't know what's happening.
Nope.
We are at 55 years, and you know what? So our counterparts.
We don't look it, actually.
No,
actually, we did look it, but we're freshening up our look now, you guys. We're updating everywhere.
So, Tabby, you know what we need?
We need a lot of things.
We need a mascot. That's what we need.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so our friends over at Night Transportation.
Yep.
We love them. We do.
We
we have like a
kid brother.
A kid brother. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. And they have a mascot.
They have a knight. That's not very original.
Has a knight. We don't have a mascot here at Swift.
No, but we've got a couple ideas. So we want to throw it out to the audience out there. We want your votes on what we should be. What's our mascot
be?
So we had a couple ideas. One is a dragon.
I like a dragon. Because a knight versus a dragon makes a lot of sense.
It does sound kind of cool. I'd like to be a Swift dragon. Yeah.
Oh. Wait, that sounds even more appealing. I want to dress up as a dragon too.
Yeah. Okay. Or we could be the sheriffs, cowboys.
All right.
Swift sheriff.
We're kind of like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. So those are two options so far. Drop in the chat what you think we should be or what our mascot should be. And we're going to be doing some TikToks with the mascot and doing all kinds of silly stuff.
Well, first, we'll do TikToks with the mascot once we get our mascot. So let us know. What do you want us to do?
What is it going to be? Absolutely.
Oh, gosh. There's so many things going on in the tent today. We've got a bunch of vendors out here. We're here in Phoenix, and we're going to be serving lots of food today, of course.
I think there's tri-tip today. I was talking to a driver yesterday, and he was so excited that he made it in time for tri-tip today here in Phoenix. He's like, I was planning my whole week around tri-tip.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good tri-tip if you're going to plan your trip around it. That's right.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
Oh, wait. Oh, we've got a question.
Already?
Yes. Hi, Dwayne. Okay, he says, I've been considering a few companies. Why should I choose Swift? That's a really good question.
That's a great question. Actually, I'll tell you one reason why. Well, two. Right here, Tabby and Tina. Just kidding. No, you know what's really cool about Swift? I'll tell you this. We are the largest full truckload carrier in the nation, in which you're like, so what, right? But I'll tell you what's exciting about that. That means you have a huge network of people behind you, supporting you. Whatever you need, we're there for you to support you along the way. And also, our leadership, I believe, is top notch.
Yeah,
and
they're very transparent.
Always talking. So you've got it live right now. You've got us being silly, but we also have a lot of lives. Well, kind of. We also have a lot of lives with our leadership, and they get the tough questions out there, and they answer. Actually, we had one last night,
a live with Jim and Ken.
Right. And so just talking about what's going on, just being super transparent.
We have a leader coming up to visit us in just a moment, too.
We do. Yep, absolutely. Yep. So, Dwayne, I hope we answered your question.
Well, there's other reasons. Can we just throw out some reasons?
Go ahead, keep going.
So there's a whole bunch of opportunity here at Swift. You mentioned that we're the nation's largest truckload carrier. Right. What that means is we've got a ton of customers, a ton of freight, a ton of different lanes. There's so much room for growth here at Swift.
That's true.
Gosh, I started here in 2006. That's right. I've been here for a long time. I started as a CSR.
That's right.
And I'm about to move into a new role.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of promotional things. I mean, Swift really likes to promote from within.
That's
There's
very
so much
true.
growth there.
We have so many upper level leaders that started loading trucks and emptying trucks and washing trucks,
driving trucks.
Yeah, we have a really good culture of like a family culture, you know, and just really
We're a team, really.
a team. You're right.
That's right.
Yeah. So Dwayne, we're excited that you are considering being a truck driver because, gosh, we really need truck drivers out there. And whatever you choose, we hope you choose Swift, but please be safe out there. And thanks for watching.
And I think we'll have a number that's going to show across the bottom here in just a minute that will tell you where to call if you're interested in joining our team.
Absolutely.
So let's cut to some more video out on the floor. We've got a lot of things going on.
See what's going on. Tent out there. I mean, we've got food. We said we have food out there.
We have TVs.
We do have TVs.
And air conditioning.
We do have air conditioning. And we have, we have the NFL that was here. Well, not the NFL, but we had NFL games that were going on in the tent on Sunday.
Watching a lot of football.
We've got them again tonight, too. There's a game tonight. I can't remember who's playing, honestly, but.
Now, this is the one with the oblong-shaped ball, right?
Yes, I think so.
Just wanted to make sure I knew what sporting event we are promoting. Yeah. Look at that. Look on the bike. We've got an exercise bike. That bike also is a smoothie blender, you guys. So come out and roll that bike. It'll be a lot of fun. So lots of things to do in the tent, you guys. So come see us. And don't forget that we are all across the United States. Visit any one of our major terminals. They're celebrating their drivers also for driver appreciation, food and activities. And you know what? After today, we still have one more live to do, Tina.
We do have one more live, yeah.
So we have a guest with us today, and we'd like to introduce you to Mr. Tim Bird.
Tim?
Hi to everybody. Tim, tell us what you do here at Swift.
I'm our vice president of our body shop and shop operations.
All right, so what does that mean for our drivers out there?
Well, I help oversee and make sure everything goes smooth when they visit our shops.
That's very important for our drivers to make sure their equipment's out there running and everything. So you have a very important job here at Swift.
Yep, I do.
So can you tell us now, I think we've got a lot of our current drivers. We may even have some people out there, Dwayne, for example, who might be interested in joining our company. Tell us about the age of our fleet, because that's kind of unique here at Swift.
Yeah, I mean, the average age of our fleet is under 3 years. We're probably about 2 years, 2 months.
Okay.
So we tend to replace our trucks about every 3.5, 4 years. So our fleet's always very, very fresh, very new.
So drivers would probably potentially have either a brand new truck or something that's about 3 years old when they come in to join Swift then?
Correct. It'll be a truck that's less than 3 years old and has under 300,000 miles on it.
Very cool.
That is cool. So what are we seeing right now? We see some trucks out on the yard. Those are kind of specialty colors, aren't they?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different, we have our standard colors. You have blue, white, and you have gray. And then you have some that are different colors, and those are usually our 1,000,000-mile trucks.
Yes.
That we give to drivers that run 1,000,000 miles safely. They get to kind of pick what truck they want. They get some options in there, which is pretty nice.
Now, what are the makes that we have here at Swift?
So we run all 4 major makes. So Freightliner, Cascadia, the Kenworth T680, the Volvo, and the ProStar International.
Okay, so as far as, I know you can't tell us what truck type is your favorite, but will you tell us the color? Because we've got so many cool colors, especially for that 1,000,000-mile driver program.
Yeah,
what's your favorite color?
I mean, it's close. I mean, I'd have to say my favorite color is the Swift Blue.
Oh,
it really is. That is my favorite color.
It's a sharp looking
and it is
blue.
Throwback
That
Thursdays.
Kenworth out there, that's a pretty good looking truck.
They're
we'll
all
talk
really
about
pretty.
that later on.
Oh, I can't wait. That's right. So stay tuned this afternoon. You're going to be on again to talk more in detail about our trucks,
each
right?
truck model. Yeah,
absolutely. That's great. Cool. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the 1,000,000-mile truck program? We could talk about it.
Yeah. So basically, there's you got to be safe. There's a lot of milestones that you have to reach to get that, but it's a reward that we offer our drivers once they've hit that 1,000,000-mile program. They get to come in, they get to sit down and basically spec a truck,
right,
to what they feel is very important. We get that order placed, and then that truck comes in, and we do this big celebration, and we present the truck to them.
Then they're sleepers, right?
They're sleeper trucks.
That's right.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a cool program. We've gotten a lot of great feedback about it. So yeah, and we've got so many. We're really fortunate here at Swift that we've got over 1,600 million-mile drivers.
Yeah.
So I mean, every driver that we have that's got over 1 million miles, we're making our way through all of them, but we've got so many.
We do, yeah, and we've had a little bit of delay because of everything that's going on in the world. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I mean, should be no surprise to everyone that COVID's impacted our country drastically, but it's also impacted the trucking industry.
Right.
And sometimes it's been pretty extreme. So what does that mean when I say it's impacted? So when you look at all the electronics and all the materials that go into, number one, building a truck,
Right.
let alone maintaining it, when you have disruptions in the workforce like we've seen over the last year and a half, it creates a lot of problems.
Right.
Anything, especially that's electronic. So anything that has a microprocessor or chip in it, there's been some delays there.
Yeah.
And luckily for us, we work real close with all of our OEs to do everything we can to get those parts and to make adjustments to hopefully not to have those failures. But we are having some struggles. The good news is it's improving every day.
Yeah.
But they anticipate we're going to have this problem into probably mid to third quarter of 2022.
Okay.
And it's just because it's going to take all that time to get them built. The second problem that you have is they can be built, but then you've got to get them into the U.S.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you look, you'll see all the ship lines that are sitting off the coast of California that are waiting to be unloaded right now. There were, I think, 44
Containers,
last week.
like they're just like.
And so getting
kinda
it built
hanging
and then getting it delivered, that's the other problem.
Yeah.
So we're working close with them. We have the ability to get things pulled off assembly lines if we need to, but sometimes there's just some shortages and you can't get that.
Now, how has that impacted labor? Because from what I understand, we're also, we're in need of more mechanics, like people who are at the factories putting the trucks together as well.
That's correct. So because of the labor shortage and what's happened with COVID, that's caused the labor shortage. So because of that, you got people that are, get out, they get sick. Well, that impacts that line. Or you have, certain areas where they get an outbreak and they have no choice. They have to shut down those operations. And so all those things have really impacted it. But the good news is it's starting to get better. But we got a long way to go before we work our way out of it, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's kind of shift gears here for shift gears.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's shift gears for a second and just kind of talk a little bit about the technologies within our trucks. So we have kind of that unique advantage because we do have a younger fleet, but we're also keeping up with new technologies. So what are some of the things that are in the trucks?
So I mean, number one, our trucks are state of the art. We have the latest and greatest in all of our trucks.
Yeah.
So we have, collision mitigation, adaptive cruise control, downhill assist, uphill assist. We have all of our trucks for the last 2 years are climate controlled. So meaning they have an idle system that you can set for your comfort level, or you can put them in a battery protect mode to help keep your batteries charged up. And they basically work like your thermostat in your house. When you're in cool mode, you set your temperature, the truck will start and stop, based off of what your temperature is.
That's really good. And that's something the driver can set themselves.
Absolutely.
That's
and
really
then
nice.
in the winter, all of our trucks are equipped with bunk heaters. And so there's no need to necessarily use the idle system on the truck. You put it in battery mode, and then you set your comfort for your bunk heater in the winter, and it keeps you nice and warm.
Oh, these are good tips. I don't think I've heard this before.
Yeah.
That's good. And in addition to that, Tim, just so that you know, for our driver gift this year for driver appreciation, we're giving blankets out to help better prepare for the winter as well.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then since we're on the subject, winter is coming, so make sure you're prepared. Extra blankets, water, some extra, non-perishable food items.
Yeah.
You never know. You can get stuck in a snowstorm.
Yeah, it's hard to
or
believe
something
that because
nature.
it's like 105 here in Phoenix.
Right.
But
Yeah.
there are places that have snow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to point out too is, we work real hard with the OEs to make that truck as comfortable as we can for our driving associates.
Yeah.
So we have Bluetooth technology. Obviously, we got the Sonar tablets that we're putting in for improved navigation, all those things. So, and not only that, our trucks are they're pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They really are.
I think you just used the word sexy.
I think
I
we
did.
did.
I did.
Speaking of sexy, look, here's
Look
some
at
of
these
here's some of the
colors.
colors that we have for a million mile. I'll try, cameraman. I'm sorry, but these are some of the colors that you can pick if you are a million miler. You can pick any of these colors right here, and I think this is the color that's your favorite, right? Is it
That's
that
my
one?
favorite.
Yeah.
Blue right there is pretty nice. I tell you this actually, this
It's
cherry.
the black
nice.
cherry.
The black cherry is pretty
We
nice
actually
too, yeah.
the camera was showing footage of there it is. There's
it is,
that black
yeah.
cherry.
And that's the brand new body
Sweet.
style of the T680.
Ah,
So,
God, that's beautiful.
really nice truck.
Yeah.
Really nice truck.
And all of our trucks are automatic now too.
Everything's automatic.
Yeah.
And,
Why is that, Tim?
Well, a couple reasons. One is, we're all about the driver comfort. And, I've been in this industry my entire life. My dad drove a truck for almost 60 years. Anyway, at the end of the day, after you've shifted for so long, my dad's got arthritis in his hands,
Oh,
his
man.
elbows, his shoulders. You drive our trucks today with the air seats and the automatic, and it's like getting in your car and going on a road, weekend road trip. You got air ride suspension, all those different things. So it's really designed for the driver comfort feature, but you also get the added benefit of, better torque, better power, and better fuel efficiency.
Oh, that's great. Okay. You know what? We didn't get to go into that very much, Tim, when you introduced yourself. You've been in the industry for how long?
I've been working at Swift since I was 18, 31 years.
That's
What did you do at
Incredible.
Swift when you started?
Wash trucks.
Wash trucks.
With a bucket and a garden hose.
So, okay, you started at Swift. So we talked a little bit about opportunities here
career
at Swift
growth.
and career growth. You are a prime example of that. You started washing trucks, and now you're the VP of shop operations.
Right.
That is really incredible.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride. You never work a day in your life if you love what you do. So.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
awesome.
that
Good.
absolutely.
Yeah, and you know what? I've got to say too, because at one time my son worked for you.
Oh, that's
And
right.
he-
I forgot about that.
He still says that you are probably one of the very best bosses he's ever had.
Oh wow.
He loved your leadership.
Good.
Yeah, so anyway, thank you for everything that you do.
Yeah.
And you know what? You guys stay tuned this afternoon because Tim is going to be on camera once again,
Yep.
going into more detail on each of those
Each
trucks that
trucks,
we
yeah.
just saw.
Yeah.
So we've got some more guests that we're going to have coming up. Tim, thank you so much for
Can I
talking
cover
about this.
one thing?
Yeah,
Oh
you got it.
gosh, of
So-
course.
A couple things that we got working on. So number one, free trip.
Yep.
We've got pre-trip training courses that are out there for all of our driving associates. Please take the time, do the course. After you've completed the course, if you want to do a hands-on demonstration, you can get those done at any terminal. They're scheduled. The other things that we have working on that'll help all of our driving associates is we're working on getting a QR code that we're going to put in every single one of our trucks.
Okay.
So you'll be able to scan that, and it'll tell you and give you an orientation on that complete vehicle.
Wow.
We have that information today. It's out there on the driver portal. It's on the company portal as well.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Click on it. Look at it. We're close to having the QR codes. As soon as we do, we anticipate to have those out in the next month or so and start putting them in every truck.
I
gonna be
love
great.
that. I love that because, we've been here at Swift for so long that we're using, sometimes we have old material that's left
Right.
in the trucks. If we're using the QR codes, that new technology, we're giving you the most up-to-date training,
Real-time
knowledge,
training.
all of
Yeah.
that. I love that. That's
And
awesome.
then the last thing is every time you visit one of our shops, you'll be getting a survey comment thing sent to through your Zonar. Complete that. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what we need to do to improve. Because without you, none of us exist. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Tim.
Tim.
Thanks for talking with
Appreciate
us. Now we're going to go ahead and show some videos
Thanks,
actually
guys.
for you guys.
Hopefully I didn't mess it up.
No, you're great.
No, you're great, Tim. Thanks. We've got some videos that we've got coming up for you. Stay tuned because we've got a couple of other
Yeah, we got
guests
Coach Mike coming up.
Yeah, and I think you're going to try to challenge me with some dad jokes.
I think so. You're right.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
All right. Good
Going
morning
anywhere?
or
Yeah,
afternoon,
there we go.
wherever you are
Okay.
sitting in America. I'm Ken McBee, Senior VP of Driver Retention.
And I'm Fred Lubke with Sidebar, CEO.
So Fred is the company, or Sidebar is the company that creates a lot of this great stuff for us for our Road to Recognition and our rewards programs. So we just wanted to take we got some cool things, right? That we've changed some things, Fred?
Changed a lot of things. We've been collaborating with Ken for many years, trying to come out with the right kind of products for driver appreciation at all levels. Million Mile, there's a couple things up here for the Million Mile, the rings, watches at certain levels. We want drivers to be aware of all the different milestones in their career which they qualify for all these products. We want to recognize their accomplishment with something that they'll like. So we love to get feedback from the drivers, and just want you to know that it's all available.
Which that's our Road to Recognition is what we've coined it, right?
That's
so
correct.
There's milestones throughout the whole journey, clear up to 1 million miles, where a watch is 5 years, which these are some really cool watches that we have. Here's our female watch. We've got rings at 1 million miles, so you got silver and gold. Fred, you were responsible for helping us pick the comforters, right, for this year too.
Yeah, we did the comforters for this year's driver appreciation. We really want the drivers to know is to be on the lookout for the communication when you hit your milestones. Right now we're sending SMS text messages to the drivers every time you reach your milestone. Be on the lookout for those and make sure that you're responding to them. Oftentimes it's a text that you're going to open up with a link, and it's going to give you a choice of what size shirt you want to wear, what size of work shirt,
watch, right?
What type of watch you want. So we need those responses. If you have any questions at all, you think you've qualified or maybe missed your text, contact your driver leader, and they'll help you through that process to make sure that you get your award.
Well, and we do have the Road to Recognition on the portals. The best place to go talk to somebody is any of your terminal leadership can help you with where you're at on that Road to Recognition, where you're at on miles. We have things coming in the near future, we hope by the end of the year, where you'll be able to see that on the Engage app. So lots of cool stuff coming in the future. We've got a lot of design stuff happening. One of the other things that we do is the DQ bags, right? That's for our new drivers. We surveyed, we talked to drivers, we talked to our experienced mentors and said, hey, what do you need? What do you need when you're going to go out on the road? Fred helped us put together a bag that has all the toiletries, shower shoes, headlamps when you're doing your pre-trip, post-trip, a jacket, work gloves, because there's a lot of sharp edges, just everything you need.
It's filled with everything that a driver would need to get on the road. And the really cool thing about that bag is it's stuff you're going to use as a truck driver throughout your career, okay? And so it's not just for new drivers, it's for drivers who've been on the job for a year or two and figure, hey, I need some new product.
It's Kevin.
How are
Hey,
you
it's
guys?
Kevin Kloss dropping in.
Our COO.
So, what are we
Welcome.
talking about here, guys?
We're talking about the
these
DQ
rewards.
bag right
All the
now
DQ.
and all the awards and the new stuff coming out.
So awesome. Well, and Fred,
Million
you're still
Mile
working on
rings.
some stuff. I haven't seen one of those, Ken. Oh, those are really nice.
So we're constantly
awesome.
coming out with new products and just trying to make sure that we're meeting your needs.
See, I would never be eligible for one of those. I'm not worthy of one of those kind of rings. You wouldn't either, Fred.
Not me.
You would never make it. Now, Ken, he might. He's smarter.
I don't know,
He's better
1 million
than I
miles
am.
is a lot of miles.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of miles. Yeah.
Yes. So we're just talking through the new designs. Hey, we'll hit you up for approval on a bunch of new stuff here
Okay.
next week.
He says I have his say in it. Right? We affectionately refer to him as Santa McBee. That's what we call him.
Santa McBee, perfect.
Santa McBee. So
We'll keep giving.
Yeah.
he does. He keeps
Well,
giving, and it's well deserved though. The things
Yeah.
that he gets. So
Yeah.
I will let you guys keep going.
All right.
Thanks
sounds
for
good.
joining us.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, speaking of giving, make sure you visit the company store. You want to give a gift to a loved one. Maybe you have a son or daughter as a truck driver. Maybe you want to give it to your brother, your dad. Who knows? Go to swiftcompanystore.com, and you can look at all the merchandise available for you there. And anybody can go in there and purchase that product on the company store.
We got a lot of new designs coming. Some of these shirts, you see some of the new water coolers, or what do you call that? It's not a
I don't think it's a water cooler. I think it's
Feels like it's a cooler. It keeps it cool, Fred.
it's something that you can protect yourself with. What would you call it? It's just a water. I don't know. It's a drink cup.
It keeps it warm or cool.
Yes.
So
Yes, for several hours.
definitely.
Yeah.
So in this Road to Recognition journey too, there are some Swift vouchers. So when you're using those, you can use those on the company store. And then as always too, make sure you give us feedback, often as you can to your terminal leadership or Swift rewards in advance. We monitor that email too. So we'd love to hear how we're doing, what we should add, what we should maybe take away, and just keep us informed.
Be on the lookout for those messages coming to you. We want to give you your award that you deserve.
Thanks, and happy Driver Appreciation Week.
All right, we're back. So, that was a great segment there, talking about all of our benefits for our drivers. And
Rewards.
speaking of benefits, we have Cheryl. Cheryl, welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
I sure would. Hello, everyone. I'm Cheryl Meccano. I lead the benefits team here in Phoenix at the corporate office, and I'm super excited to be here today and talk about all the things that we offer. I know sometimes we only tend to think of benefits once a year at annual enrollment, but there's a lot of things that are available to you all year long. So I just thought I'd take some time and share some of those things.
I'm so excited that you're here, Cheryl, because I feel like you field so many calls from all of the employees within Swift, and we get to see your face. We get to put the face with the voice.
Yes,
so
I
we're
do
excited.
exist.
You
Yes.
do exist. You're Oz behind the curtain.
And I've been with the company 25 years, 2 weeks from today.
Oh, wow.
So
Congratulations.
I'm a veteran. I've been around a long time, seen a lot of changes. But
What did you do when you first started working here, Cheryl?
I actually worked in national accounts, customer service.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I started managing the Target dedicated account out of Pueblo, Colorado. So that's
so
where
cool.
I
That's really
cut my
cool.
teeth and learned operations, and I've had a lot of other positions since then. But when I went to benefits 18 years ago, I think that's when I really found my home.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of the programs that you're running. I think we've got a lot of things that we're offering more than we ever have as a
We
company,
are,
right?
we are. So one of the things that we'll talk about a little bit more with an expert who's here on site today is our brand new wellness program that we launched in January. It's called Wellness GPS. So it's a year-long program where you can earn points by doing small activities. And then if you get points, you can save money on your medical premium for next year.
Wow.
That's
So
good. So we get those mailers in the mail.
Yeah.
So don't just toss it away.
Don't
That's
just toss
money
it
you're
away.
throwing
That's
away.
money.
Yeah.
That's real money, up to $1,000 off of your medical premium next year. And we actually have had people already meet those milestones early.
Wow.
So
I'm close.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I'm at 875.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah. So
There's
it's
an app.
new, it's different. I know, it's a change, but trust me, it's an app. So, or you can do it on your desktop. But one of the things that's really cool is you can access this program on your app on your phone 24/7.
That's
so
perfect
for our drivers.
I won't steal Coach Mike's thunder, but there's more information on the benefits page on the transmission. So hopefully you've heard about this all along, and this is just a reminder. Another thing I want to talk about, and it's a program we've had for a very, very long time, but it's one that I think people tend to forget about, and that's our Employee Assistance Program.
Oh, yes.
So our Employee Assistance Program is available to you as a Swift employee and your family members 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So everybody goes through little speed bumps in their life from time to time, and you don't have to go through it by yourself. So whether it's a family, relationship, financial, or legal problems, you can call the Swift Employee Assistance Program. I want to say it is completely confidential. It is not manned by anybody at Swift. Swift will never know about your issues, and it's free. You get up to 6 free visits per issue.
Are these
per
counseling
year.
sessions?
These are counseling sessions.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. So you can do it either live or online. It is such a fantastic program, and we offer more sessions than anybody else. So we really have an enhanced program. So my point is, it's there. Take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
You don't have to go it alone.
Absolutely.
You really don't have to go it alone. The phone number, 888-76-SWIFT. And again, another commercial, if you ever need benefits information, just go to the portal. We've got all kinds of links and information on the benefits page. So you can access it even when my team and I aren't in the office. So,
and you and your team are so incredibly helpful. Let me tell you, anytime that I've ever had a question, or if somebody comes across me and needs help, you guys have always been so on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. We really appreciate that, and I'll share that with my team. And one of the things that really makes our day is when we get a 5-star review from one of our drivers on Moisture Choice. Yeah. So that's a cause for celebration. So we're really here to help you understand your benefits.
That's so great. I'm so glad that you're promoting EAP, because I don't think that's talked about enough. And I think that there are a lot of people who probably kind of quietly suffer in silence.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You don't have to.
I'll be the first to say I've actually taken advantage of that benefit before. I've gone through counseling myself. Don't be ashamed. Like we've all been there, right? And it's really great, seamless. I didn't have to divulge any crazy information to anyone at Swift. You had counselors on site and they just talk to you, and it's a great program. Really great.
You know what I thought was really interesting about that too is that I have also gone through that, and you could select a counselor. You can read a bio about the counselor, and if it's somebody who specializes in whatever it is that you're going through, they can help. I mean, they've gone through very specific situations or talk to people in that category and can just really help. So gosh,
it's also for the family members too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So for your children, for your spouse. So please, don't suffer in silence, like Tabby said. Take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful resource that we offer. Also, in about 2 months, it'll be everybody's favorite time of the year, benefits annual enrollment.
Yes.
So
don't forget.
So we'll be sending you information to your Qualcomm or your Zonar, to your home. We'll be having information posted on the portals. So it's going to start on November 18th and run to December 2nd. What I'm really excited about this year is, in the past, you've been able to enroll online or by phone. This year, there's going to be an app.
Oh, cool. Gosh.
So
I love how you simplified things for us. Thank you.
So that's another way to, get your benefits taken care of.
Nice.
We're not making any changes this year, so I know everybody loves to hear that. So you can kind of get used to what changes we made here last year and the year before. Nice. So, but one of the things that I always want to say, we were talking earlier, somebody made the comment about free money. Don't throw away the information that you get from benefits, because there's ways that you can save money on your benefits, particularly your medical premium.
Yeah.
So if you're tobacco free and you participate in annual enrollment every year, you will save $19 a week on your medical insurance premium.
Okay, so I'm not good at math. What does that translate to in a year?
$988 a year, almost $1,000 a year.
That's just being tobacco free.
That's just being tobacco free. So I just say, don't leave that money on the table.
Yeah.
It only takes a few minutes, especially now that you can enroll on the app on your phone.
Can you give us an example of some of the things that we could do to earn points? Now, you mentioned that we can earn points, but what are those things that get us there?
Taking a health risk assessment. It takes about 10 minutes. And that's really the baseline for this program, and it is a required step. Because it's going to, based on how you answer the questions, how you live your life. It's really about your lifestyle. It's going to recommend things that are going to be best for you. From there, you can do obviously a health screening. We've been doing health screenings at Swift for 14 years now. We were a very early pioneer in the wellness space.
I get the test sent to my home so that I don't have to go in. What do you think of that, Cheryl?
Well, I personally don't like to stick my own finger, but it is an option. So there's lots of options. You can go to your own doctor. You can go to LabCorp. You can get a home test kit, like Tabby says.
I don't mind bleeding my own blood.
Yeah, I'm squeamish. So, and then, we also have some on-site screenings, but you do have to pre-register for those. So health screenings, and if you have healthy values of your health screenings, you earn points for that. Health coaching is one of my most favorite things that we offer, and we've been offering in our wellness programs for years. So health coaching is really a conversation that you have with someone, and again, confidential, and it's free, to talk about your lifestyle, your habits, your current state of health, and anything that you're willing to work on. And, nobody's asking you to lose 30 pounds, but the health coach is going to say, okay, Tabby, Tina, what do you want to work on?
I want to lose 30 pounds.
So anyway, you have that conversation and you make that decision. And then you continue to have conversations with that health coach.
Absolutely.
The other thing that's really cool about our new program with WebMD is they do have some coaches who are actual CDL holders. How cool is that?
Wow. So they can get very specific.
So they understand, not all of them, but some of them. So you can request one. They understand what it's like out on the road. And, that's something we didn't have before. So that's new for this year.
That's really good.
Yeah, and actually we've got one of our coaches here on site today here in the Phoenix Driver Appreciation. We're going to, in just a few minutes, pan over to him and he's going to give some demonstrations.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So what about, there was something else too that you wanted to talk about as far as some of the things that can help us be more in tune with our, selves,
with
our
whole
body
selves.
and mind.
Yeah, so, really our wellness program is about well-being, the overall well-being, not only just your physical health, your social, your financial, and your mind, right? So our mind is a very powerful instrument.
It's undervalued, I think.
It is.
And when we look at health, I think we're always so focused on the physical. So I love that your focus really not is on both, but that you're bringing up the health of your mind.
Absolutely.
Right, and we all know, the impact that stress has on our physical body. So it's all interrelated, and how we come to the workplace and how we, interact with our families. So if you're in Phoenix tomorrow, we are going to have the M2 Mindfulness Mobile Unit here, and it is basically a mindfulness meditation studio on wheels. And
we did that. They were here on Wednesday as well. We did that. Was it Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it's just some tools to help you just center yourself and get quiet and just try to calm down the chatter and relax, because it really does have a fabulous impact on your overall well-being. So they're going to be here tomorrow. Excuse me, I think from 8 to 2.
Oh, that's great. I will say this. I myself, I suffer from anxiety. I have a lot of trouble staying still. So when I was out there and I went through into
guided meditation.
Yeah, the meditation. It was so alarming to me to just stay still and stay quiet. And I wonder how many other people have that kind of trouble, because not until it was brought to my attention did I realize I got a problem.
It was interesting. I talked to a driver who came into the mobile studio while I was in there, and he didn't understand necessarily the terms mindfulness and meditation, but he shared with us that when he shuts down his truck after a long day of driving, he turns off his truck, he turns off his phone, he has complete silence, he shuts the blinds, and he just is still and quiet for a period of time, and that helps him cope with life on the road.
You
and
know,
I
that's
was
a big piece.
Yeah,
just chilling out, because we got so many distractions in our day, and our drivers, you know, they're away from their homes, they're away from their families. There's a lot going on that they can't control. So may as well just take some time to control, you know, what they're thinking about, what they're consuming in their own minds, and that's very important, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And it helps like bring down your blood pressure, and it's just really such a great thing to learn about.
Yeah.
So another tool for your toolbox.
Thank you,
Love
Cheryl.
it.
So wait a second. Let's see if we can.
We have questions?
Maybe there's. Oh, okay. No, I thought we did.
Oh,
but we don't.
We don't have
live. We're live, you guys. We're live. So, Cheryl, did you have any other messages for our drivers out there? I mean, it is Driver Appreciation Week.
Okay, I do have one other thing to share.
Okay.
And you can do this anytime, or you can do it during annual enrollment. As you know, you have a free company-paid life insurance benefit, and nobody likes to talk about the other side of life. I get that. But
The other side of life?
the other side of life when you're no longer
When the
driving for
lights come
Swift.
out, and
Oh, when you're not alive.
When you're not alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other
okay.
side.
We got it.
But
Catching on now.
we have a lot of employees who never tell us who they want to be the beneficiary
Oh,
in the event that they pass away while working for Swift. So my team and I really get sad when we find out somebody dies, because, you know, that's so sad in and of
heartbreaking.
itself.
Yeah.
And then we look at the employees' records, and they've not told us who they want that money to go to when that family is trying to, you know,
Give benefits.
arrange the funeral or whatever, or, you know, prepare for their future. And I would just ask you to take 5 minutes, do it for your loved ones, do it for your family. Get on the benefits enrollment website, swift.benefits.com, or there's a link on the portal, and just take 5 minutes and name your life insurance beneficiary. It would mean a lot to everybody. And I know nobody likes to talk about this subject, but it's really important. So
Yeah, thank you for that.
That's a very good tip. You know, also, you know, we talked to Robin yesterday about W-2s, updating your information. Same thing for benefits. Make sure your addresses are all up to date, and then you identify your beneficiaries. All those uncomfortable things you got to do, but you got to do it. To secure your future for your family.
Cheryl, we so appreciate your passion for all of this and the knowledge that you brought forth. I mean, honestly, these are things that I hadn't thought about before, so I really appreciate
we all get
what you and
busy
your
with
team
day-to-day things, so I'm just here to remind, and
thank you.
And thank you, drivers, for everything you do. Our nation loves you. We love you. I love you. And don't forget to enroll in your benefits.
Yes.
Yes, thanks,
Thank
Cheryl.
you.
We're going to go ahead and cut over to Coach Mike. He's got some, Coach Mike has some demonstrations that he's going to be doing down there with a couple of folks.
We lost him.
We've lost Coach Mike.
Yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and
well-being, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about what she's doing here at
it's
Driver Appreciation this week.
Hey, welcome everybody. We hope you're stopping by. We're here Friday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we're welcoming you into this space. It's a relaxation space, and we do a couple different things. We do some education around mindfulness and what that is, and some mental training techniques, and we do guided meditations, all sorts of different lengths. We had people do 4 minutes today. We had people do 10 minutes today. So stop on by. We'd love to see you.
So will you be here the rest of the week, or
just on Friday? Just
on Friday,
yeah,
from
8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you have any tips for those drivers that are not able to make it here today?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we do in this studio really is do some education around some techniques that we can use in our daily lives, right? Because Unfortunately, not every day includes a mobile mindfulness studio where you can sit down and hear guided meditation, but there are little things that we can do every day just to bring down our blood pressure, help create some grounding, and calm down a little bit. So a couple that I like to do when I get nervous, like speaking in front of cameras, is tune into my feet, right? Just kind of close your eyes and think about your feet. Maybe feel your shoes or feel your socks, or just maybe feel the little vibrations in the ground, or when you're walking, feel how it feels to walk. Just walk, right? Stuff we do all the time, but we don't pay any attention. Another thing I like to do is listen, just hear. It's amazing what is happening out there when you just stop and listen. Little birds, maybe the traffic, the hum of a generator. Sometimes it's something disruptive that you don't like, right? It can be relaxing, it can be grating, but it's just about tuning in to where you are right now. So sound, so movement and sound. And another one is just using your breath, just taking a couple deep breaths. I have one of these like pots that has like that little gooseneck thing, and it's really slow. So when I pour my coffee, I'm like, oh my Lord, can you pour already? But I turned it into a practice, and I just say, okay, you know what? While I pour my coffee, I'm just gonna take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And it maybe takes 20 seconds, but it turns something that used to be something that made me a little impatient into kind of a relaxation practice. So those are all things you can do in less than a minute to help ground and calm down.
Well, thank you, Susan.
Thanks for coming by.
All right, we're back, and here we are with Mike right here. So we just have to share about a bunch of benefits that you can do to help have more money in your pocket, which we all love. Now, Mike, you're going to show a lot of different. What are you going to show us today?
Well, I brought some low-cost but effective tools with me, like a foam roller that you can grab pretty much anywhere nowadays, Target, Walmart, whatever. I brought some tennis balls, and actually, Beck over there has a cross ball.
Here we go.
This is all stuff that you spend a couple bucks on that's going to help you with your mobility. So if you have any kind of pain or injury, like let's say your low back, these are great tools to use. So if you're driving all day, you're sitting at your desk all day, you might want to pop them against your truck or by your desk so we can do some of this mobility. Okay, so we're going to do a few moves with this. What this basically do is work on your muscle tissue. So we have our beautiful model down here.
We got a model down here.
He's going to show you how to do your T-spine. So your T-spine is basically your upper back. Okay, your lumbar is your lower back. But if you have problems with your lower back, usually it's caused by the surrounding joints in your upper back or your hips. So we're going to work on that upper back to help loosen it up so that your lower back doesn't get injured. I'm going to give you something like my hand. I'm going to particularly your hips up. He's going to try to put some body weight on that bone roll as much as he needs to create pressure that's comfortable for him. Then you go ahead and roll it down your upper back. Beautiful. You might get a few cracks out of this, some little pops on your joints. And then from there, when you pause, keep the hug, roll back and forward. Give each side, roll side to side. There you go. And now you notice if you want to put more pressure, you can basically pick his hips up a little more, put more body weight on it, and get those muscle tissues in the back. The next one we're going to do, spin up on top of me. For any of you that have got a sciatica type pain, shooting up and down the legs or up to the low back, this is going to open up the muscle that usually pinches down that sciatic nerve. So we're going to cross one leg to the other, lean onto that hip that you brought up, and roll up and down that bad boy. Beautiful. Now as that loosens up, you can roll your foot closer to you. Keep that going. You're working on the sciatic nerve pain, as you said. So now we can trust the hips and the upper back. So if you got low back pain, these are good ones for you to do. I have my other beautiful model here named Rebecca.
Except for me. She's going to work on her foot and ankle complex. She has an ankle issue, okay? We all have those nowadays because we wear these shoes that aren't designed for our feet. So if you're on the road or you're sitting at your desk all day, you're walking around the office, these shoes are doing you no favors, okay? And that's what leads to the ankle issues. But your ankle issues can work their way up the chain and lead to back issues, hip issues, even shoulder issues.
Wait, so what's the best shoe you should be using?
Bare feet.
Oh.
But we can't do that. So there's shoes called minimalists.
Okay.
Okay. which I already got the benefits team to buy some.
All right.
Okay, I'm sure you've all seen the toe shoes. You know,
Yeah, I used to have those.
Okay, they got kind of popular for a while. I don't love them. Okay, I don't want to look like I do CrossFit all day, so I buy the minimalist shoes. They're basically very, very thin shoes. That's why you see guys go in the gym and they wear Converse to deadlift and squat, so your feet can grip the ground again, like we normally do in nature.
Have your toes do the work.
But you've heard of plantar fasciitis,
Yep.
right? That's when the bottom of our feet gets very tense and tight. The fascia in there gets tense. So that might be what Rebecca has going on. So we're going to work on that now. So she's going to take that lacrosse ball and stand on it.
I like the socks, Becca. Good choice for today.
Thank you.
We
I was
prepped
gonna wear
her.
my dinosaurs, but
Oh, dang it.
okay.
And so just make small circles and go up and down the foot and work that musculature in the bottom of the foot now, okay? So if you have tension in that plantar fascia, if you feel tight in the bottom of your feet, this is a good one for you. Especially you guys that are wearing boots all day or heavy shoes, you need to work on this, okay? While she's doing that, I'm gonna have my other beautiful model step back in.
How's that feel, Becca?
You know what? It feels pretty good.
There we go.
Losing balance.
Very good. You're losing balance.
Beautiful. Okay, now here what we have, for you guys that work at a desk all day, or even you drivers that are sitting in a seat all day, we're gonna do some stuff that you can do right at your desk or in your cab, okay? So you'll notice now the foam rolls between his knees. What we're gonna do with that is just squeeze it between your thighs. Just give it some good tension. By squeezing that, we're just creating tension and locking the low back in place. Then I'll have you throw your hands behind your head. Good. Take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, turn to one side as far as you can. Now you'll notice he's got pretty good mobility, but he's gonna get stuck at some point. Now breathe out there. Now take another deep breath in. As you exhale, turn a little more. The other way, yep. And you'll notice he gets a few more inches. This is the power of breathing. That's one thing we work on with all our clients is just breathing, because it gets you out of the fight or flight symptoms and gets you back in the rest and digest, which is where you guys need to be if you want to get some mobility and some stretch. So he's stuck again. Try another deep breath, see if he gets more inches. And he gets a few more just by taking deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose, fill your belly with air. And when you release that, you'll notice your mobility instantly comes, okay? So work on your breathing, but this is a great one for you guys that sit all day. We always fall into that bad posture, right? You start rounding over and our upper back gets tight. This will loosen you back up, okay? Last one we're gonna do, guys, is called the world's greatest stretch. You guys get to learn the world's greatest stretch today, okay? It's another one you can do absolutely anywhere you go. So let's get rid of this chair. And I'm gonna do it with you so you guys can kind of see it. And then my models will finish it off for us. So let's all line up on the mat here. We're gonna kick one leg back. Put our palms flat inside the instep of our foot. We're gonna bend the inside elbow and push it to the ground. Other way, Rebecca. Other arm. Now, open up and reach for the ceiling. Try to reach out of your shoulder. And then we're gonna hamstring stretch. Grab your toe, straighten out your leg. Beautiful. You guys do about 30 more while I talk. Keep going. So while they're doing that, guys, I'm gonna do a few shameless plugs. We have our app that I'm explaining at the booth today and tomorrow for the rest of the week. So if you download our app, we're the WebMD, the Waze app. Go to your app store, go to Google Play, download the Waze app. Once you download it, that's 25 points right off the bat. Okay, if you're on the Swift benefits program, that 25 points goes right back in your pocket on your medical premiums next year. Make sure you do the health assessment, because the health assessment is how you unlock all the rest of the rewards, and you get 100 points for doing it. So that's another $100. Okay, from there, we have tons of stuff on the app, like free health coaching, the biometric screenings you can schedule right on the app, financial wellness articles that you can read and answer some questions, get points for. So tons of great stuff on the app that we're going to pay you to use. So you might as well download it and get started. If you guys have any questions, if you want some more stretches and mobility, feel free to hit me up as well. I'm Coach Mike. You can find all my contact information anywhere you go. If you want to email me, maustin@webmd.com, or excuse me, .net, and I'll help you with whatever you need.
That sounds great. How did it feel, guys? You feel stretched, ready to go? Ready to lift some more boxes, more stuff for driver appreciation. We are cutting to a very good, important thank you video. Thank you, Coach Mike. Appreciate it. Some money in your pocket. I love it. Go to the thank you video. Thanks, guys.
On behalf of the Denver terminal, we would all like to thank every one of you out there on the road from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you, drivers.
On behalf of everyone at the listed terminal, we would just like to thank you all for all you do out on the road.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, drivers, for delivering, especially when we're in need, like last year during the pandemic, when times were rough. You guys definitely were doing the harder part of the job, so thanks, and be safe and get home to your guys' family.
Hola, somos el equipo dedicado de la cuenta Swift aquí en Lenexa, Kansas. Gracias por ser los choferes tan seguros. Nuestra prioridad es la seguridad de ustedes. Gracias por ser los mejores choferes en nuestros caminos. Swift les agradece. Buen hecho, jóvenes.
Hi everyone, I'm Lauren. I'm out of the Oklahoma City terminal. Wanted to take the time out to thank each and every one of you for Driver Appreciation Week for all you do. For us here at Swift, whether you drive dedicated, over the road, refrigerated, any of it, without you guys, none of this is possible. Thank you guys for all you do. We'll see ya.
All right, that was so cool. I love the thank you videos, but man, all those stretches.
Stretches looked pretty good. You didn't see me down there stretching, though. I don't think I could get back up after a week like this week.
But that's what we need a week after.
We
after
do.
This, we need to do all of those stretches for sure.
We got Nick with us.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Introduce yourself to the audience here.
My name is Nick Wilkinson. I am the company fleet leader here in Phoenix.
All right.
All of the company drivers report up through me. I've got 5 driver leaders on the company side here. I've been with Swift for 6.5 years. Been in and out of the business for probably 25. Personally working in it, and my dad was a truck driver, so I grew up around it. So probably 40 plus years in transportation.
With trucks then.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So tell us what you guys are doing here today, because you know what, you've been a big part of this whole thing with driver appreciation. So what are the things that you want to point out as far as what we're doing for driver appreciation?
So it's actually been a really great week. We started a little earlier this year and blocked off the parking lot a little sooner than normal, so there was a little bit of headaches. But however, I mean, it turned out really well. We managed to get a lot of donations from a lot of customers to share with the drivers. We managed to get everything put together. The yard guys and myself have been in, make sure everything's set up every morning. Tons of help from these 2 folks I'm sitting with as well. It's definitely a collaboration between us all.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a ton of fun. I love doing this every year. It's great to be a part of it from the beginning all the way up through the end for sure.
What's your favorite part of driver appreciation?
I think it's being able to come in, sit down, and mingle with the drivers and eat and hear their stories, whether they're from Phoenix or any terminal in the country. I think that's the best part for me.
We have drivers that come here specifically, even if they're not out of our terminal, they come here specifically for driver appreciation.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
It is.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, and I hear that a lot from the drivers too, is that we go so much and so big here that they enjoy coming. I mean, shout outs to all the other terminals because they're all doing everything they possibly can. It's great to see their pictures and they're sharing their stories on Facebook as well. So I think it's great. We always do it so big here, so they do route here intentionally to make sure they get everything we can offer.
Yeah, it's a little different here in Phoenix. You got corporate in your back pocket,
For
so
sure.
you got a lot of extra hands helping and not having to run a terminal.
Right.
So and I would agree too. I love being with the drivers. I think it's a great time. And I was talking to a driver yesterday. He and his wife have been out on the road ever since COVID hit. So it's been like a year and a half. They haven't been home.
Oh, wow.
Like they have been on the road and they're like, we're just on the road. We're just doing our thing, which I think is amazing. Amazing.
For somebody to be on the road that long without going home, I mean, that's hard. It's hard being gone all the time anyway.
Yeah.
However, being gone for a year and a half, that's intense.
Yeah, that is intense.
With your spouse even?
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Hopefully they're taking advantage of the benefits of the counseling that we just talked about earlier.
I think it would have to.
Well, you know what? And Nick, something that we do, the other thing we know about you is that your wife is actually a driver too. She
is. She does. Yeah, my wife drives school bus for a living, and she loves it. She works for one of the school districts here in Phoenix, and she really enjoys it. And her favorite part is the kids. Having the kids say hi every morning. She does general ed and special ed as well, so she gets to work with all kinds of kids.
You just have transportation flowing through your blood.
Yes, and my daughter works here as well. My mom works here. So yeah, it's a family
It's a
thing.
whole family thing. So Nick, I don't know if you know this or not, but Swift is turning 55 this year. Did you know that?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
And I don't know if you know this, but Knight has a mascot.
Really?
It's a knight.
Knight has
kind of unoriginal.
Knight has Knight?
We
Okay.
love
Knight
our,
has a knight.
We love our
So
friends at
we
Knight.
want a Swift mascot.
Wow.
And so we put it out. We're asking people to do their submissions. We've talked about a dragon because
That's
you know,
not a
dragon
terrible
and a
plan.
knight.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. We talked about a cowboy, a sheriff, a cowboy.
Yeah.
They're not the same thing?
Well, I mean, one has a little bit more power, I think, than the other. I don't know.
For sure.
What
They're
do you
all
think about a
wider.
mascot for Swift?
I think maybe we build the mascot out of the shield.
A shield mascot.
Yeah.
Just a human shield?
The human shield.
Oh my goodness. I kind of love that.
I mean,
Just
just
little,
have them walk around in a
a
giant.
walking swoosh.
Yes.
A walking swoosh.
I think it's a
Make sure you drop some comments in here what you think we should be doing for a mascot, and we'll make it happen, right?
Yeah, I think we can.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So if you're listening to us wherever you are, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, we're on TikTok, we're on Twitter, we're all over the place. Make sure that you're doing the hashtag NTDAW or hashtag SwiftDAW so we can see all those fun pictures out there because we love to see it because I know we're here in Phoenix, but we want to see the entire country. We want it flooded with a bunch of we want to celebrate our drivers. I mean,
Absolutely,
it's our week to shine, and it's been definitely a hard couple of years for our drivers.
Everybody's under a lot of stress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we want to appreciate all of our drivers. And we've only got today and tomorrow for Driver Appreciation Week.
Yeah.
But we don't want to stop celebrating our drivers.
We don't want to stop.
Goodness gracious, no.
No, and yesterday we actually talked about this a bit. We've got people who are tuning in that are not currently drivers. Spread the word for anybody who's out on the road and they're seeing one of our trucks or any truck driver. Be respectful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be respectful on the road. We've had a couple of people on who were on drive-along or ride-alongs with our drivers, and they said that the one thing that really stood out to them is how
bad everyone else drives.
Everybody else, they're cutting off our trucks. They're cutting off drivers. It's stressful out there for them, and we've got the most patient drivers out there. So please be mindful. Please be respectful.
Yeah, I mean, driving to work this morning, I got cut off, but I can slow down a lot easier than a truck can.
You know, I have a lot of people that work for me that until they got into this business, they never noticed trucks.
Right.
So now they ensure that they don't set off anybody else's smart drives or drive cams or whatever the video is. So they don't cut off the trucks anymore and they stay behind them and let them move over. So it makes the lives easier for the drivers.
Yeah, that's good. So, we've been running virtual games every day, Nick. Did you know this?
I was not aware of the virtual game.
So on Monday, we did movie trivia.
Movie trivia.
Right? You can get online on our portals.
It's still open.
And see the link. That's
We can still do movie trivia.
Tuesday, we did Name the Terminal.
Name the terminal.
And what was that? It was like...
I think it was photos of the terminal, and you had to decide what terminal that is.
Perfect game for our drivers.
Yep.
We had yesterday Spot the Difference.
Spot the difference. That was tough. There was a
Yeah,
couple
it was
of...
really tough. tough.
It was really hard. Yeah, so
Okay.
there's Spot the difference.
So
What's today?
What is today, Tina?
Today is dad joke competition.
What do you call a factory that makes okay products?
A satisfactory?
Oh, that was no.
Oh.
All right.
Total
fine,
dad joke,
fine,
for
fine,
sure.
fine. Okay.
Gosh. Do you know any dad jokes?
You know, Tabby had asked me that right before we went on, and I cannot, for some reason, think of anything
But you're
right
a
at the
dad.
moment. I am for
Come
sure,
on.
but
I'm a mom. I got lots of them.
Mom jokes? Yeah.
mom jokes.
I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why.
That was
That was dumb.
Oh, goodness
man.
gracious.
Okay, so if you are interested in competing in our dad joke competition, allow myself to introduce
myself. Yes.
Okay. Please get on the portal and submit your dad jokes. We want to see them. We love that. You know what? Hold on a second. I don't want to call it dad joke. It's mom jokes.
Yeah.
Some mom jokes out there too.
Yeah.
Put in your mom jokes.
There's aunt jokes.
That's right. Aunt
jokes.
jokes.
I love that. Aunt jokes.
All right, you guys, once again, we appreciate you so very much. Thank you for tuning in with us. Don't forget this afternoon, Tim Burks is going to be on again.
He's going to show off all those beautiful trucks out there.
Right.
He's going to go a little more in depth than what he did this morning. So if you're interested in those trucks that we have out there, they're beautiful.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he's gonna give you a little more insight under the hood. Maybe.
Oh gosh, under the hood. That's
Nice.
real talk.
Nice
That is real
touch.
talk
Love
right
that.
there.
All right, and then tomorrow we'll be here again, and we'll be going live once again, right, Tina?
That's right. We will be live
Sending us off.
one more time. Yes. Do you know how I can't do it? Dang it.
Can't do it?
I was trying to say a joke. I just can't do it anymore. It's gone. It's over.
Wow.
Do you know how the
That was
moon
quick.
does a haircut?
Eclipse
it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
you
come
two
on.
For sure.
We're getting booed now. We're getting booed. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll be live again tomorrow. We're live again this afternoon with Tim Burks. We're so excited to celebrate you guys. Stop in and say hi.
Yes,
Thank you,
please.
any of our terminals.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, everyone.
Be safe out there.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.